That is Two Tower Place. It was completed right around 2020. It was built on the southmost part of this property. As to the north here, what you're looking at is what used to be an Ohlone village. It was situated on the southeast side of San Bruno Mountain, which is sheltered from the predominant winds out of the northwest. Somewhere over there, there's a shell mound, which is a place where the Native Americans would discard a lot of their food remains. As they built up, though, they started to use them as ceremonial grounds and also burial grounds. This fence here, I think I saw online, and I saw this sign too, but it looked a lot better condition. It was on somebody's blog from a couple years back. But basically it says, grading beyond this fence could result in a violation, so on and so on, a $50,000 fine, and imprisonment of 1 year. So yeah, this is totally set aside now. See if I can get in on the other side of the fence somehow. You can hike down from San Bruno Mountain apparently. It might take a couple of hours. Let's see what's down here. It looks like some homeless people coming down here. Would love to get in for a closer look at it. That was easy to get through there. But I don't know if I can go too much further. I'm going to have to really trailblaze my way in here. I made it through. That might be it, I don't know. You can see a bit of a mound there. It's hard to tell with all the foliage. Looks like I'm through the worst of the stickers. And this could be the shell mound that I'm standing upon right now. I'm seeing some shells here. I'm seeing some what could be oysters that could have been harvested and consumed by Ohlone people. There does seem to be a lot of, if I look at the soil, it does seem to have a lot of particles or fragments of shells. I looked on Google Earth, you can see kind of a white shimmer. I think the Google Earth shot was taken when there wasn't all this vegetation. We had a lot of rain, of course, and it's lush with vegetation, but you can see kind of a white sheen in spots, which may be calcified shells. This place is one of very few of the shell mounds that circle the San Francisco Bay that were actually studied to any degree by archaeologists. Oh, that looks interesting. Looks like a clam. Yeah, I bet that was a clam that was consumed by a Native American hundreds or maybe even thousands of years ago. Who knows? Yeah, a lot. You can see just this. Everywhere you look, there are some kind of remains of shellfish. Yep, this is sacred ground. In the early 20th century, it was estimated there were about 425 shell mounds around the bay of varying sizes. Some of them are very small, just a few meters wide, and this is probably one of the larger ones. It's interesting to think about how so many of these places were just paved over, graded down wantonly. How many times I've been up and down this stretch of the 101, I never knew there was a sacred Native American Indian ground over here. I bet most of these people don't know. It took centuries, even maybe thousands of years, for these mounds of discarded shells to build up. And of course, let's not forget that, and I'm totally respectful of the fact that I am walking on potentially the graves of Native Americans. Wow, that is a bone of some kind. Wow, it looks old. It's very light. It's like as light as air. I'm wondering, wow, that could be a Native American remnant right there. There's a weird circular thing over here I noticed on Google Earth. Couldn't tell what it is. Or maybe a fire pit? I don't know. What is this? Oh, it looks like it got filled with water. It has a water line around it. I don't know what this is. Anyone in the comments know what this might be? This is a memorial to what was the largest shell mound in the Bay Area. Of course, it's quite a bit scaled down. The original was 60 feet high by about 350 feet wide. It was actually a complex of 5 different shell mounds. In the 1870s on up to about 1924, there was an amusement park here, which included a racetrack and even a dance hall built right on top of the shell mound. In 1924, the shell mound was largely graded down to make way for an industrial park. And in about 1999, that was all taken down, and a lot of modern housing and shopping centers were built here. We are making one more stop just up the road in Berkeley. Once upon a time, this was a shell mound built by the Chochenyo Ohlone. Of course, it has since been paved over, graded and paved. The owner of this property has the green light right now for newer development because there's a demand for a lot of housing out here. It doesn't look like this parking lot is getting much use. It's looking a little bit run down. But there is a call for a heritage site to be set up here. Maybe even, hopefully, this whole area could be set aside as a heritage site in honor of the Ohlone, because they have so very little, really. There's so few of them left, and there's really so little to remember them by and to honor them by.